Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Little River Medical Center. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I'm back at Little River Medical Center, and we're talking early childhood development, and I'm joined by Chris. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
I'm doing wonderful. Tell me all about why early childhood development is so important in young kids.
The first 3 years of life, the brain has the most rapid development. So you go from 25% when you're born, and by the age of 3, you're at about 80% of development of your brain. So that brain is now forming all of the wiring that it needs to be able to carry you on in the future.
Wow. Are there any skills or areas of academics that are more important than others, like math or reading?
The interesting thing I always found was that once a child is born, the brain is automatically wired for math. And math seems to be a subject that a lot of students don't do well in. So by starting earlier, I'm hoping that we can bring these math scores up once children hit school.
It's kind of hard to get kids to want to do math sometimes.
Well, there's an easy way to do it. If you just start when they're very, very little and hold their hand in front of their face and start by counting their fingers and make it a game. And this is very, very tiny. And then as they grow, you can do shapes. You know, I see a circle. Can you pick up a circle? And then when they get a little bit older, you can try sorting. Like if you're doing the laundry, this is a sock, a red one, a white one, and a blue one. And can you help me put these in the right piles? So they're actually, you know, you're going from just adding all the way to geometry and, you know, making that all come together at a very early age.
That's really cool. I would never think about pattern recognition, you know, when it comes to math. I was thinking just multiplication tables, stuff like that. But my favorite subject in school was reading. What do kids need to be reading at a younger age?
You need to really start reading from day one. And the nice thing about the really young babies is you can just put them on your lap, hold them, read your own book. They just need to hear the sound. The brain is constantly picking up. It's going to hear words. It's going to be filing everything away. Then as they get a little bit older, you can open a book, go through the book and pick out pictures or make your own story. And then as they become older, then you want to be able to point at a word and follow along, because now the brain is going to be making a connection that voices and words come from letters. And then that leads on into being able to start with your alphabet and things like that.
This is fascinating. Yeah. Are there any other things that families need to be looking out for? Any screenings they need to be doing for early childhood development?
Yeah, when you come into our office, our pediatric team, they will start from birth and they follow the child. Notes are taken, doctors are looking, you know, development people are in there talking with you. And then if we see things start to trend a little and then they start to drop off, we're able to catch that very early and send them for speech therapy, occupational therapy, have autism testing if needed.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I'm so excited because today in the studio I have Kelly from Conway Downtown Alive. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to talk about some events that are coming up.
Yes, we have some exciting things in downtown Conway.
What's going on?
Well, on March 29th, we have the Waccamaw Sportsman's Expo, and this is our 4th year for it, so we're excited to bring it back once again for the people of Conway and the surrounding areas.
All right, let's go through kind of the itinerary here of what people should be expecting, what they need to know before they go.
Yes, we have an action-packed day.
Yeah.
So one of the major draws, and it's their 4th year, is the Dock Dogs, the ever so famous Dock Dogs that everyone comes out to view. They're high-flying, acrobatic. You just never know what they'll do and what kind of dog you'll see jumping also. It's quite fun.
And there's a lot to eat.
Yes, lots of to eat. We have some food trucks that will be set up, along with some cooking demonstrations, so you can get some free samples from our friends at Crooked Oak Tavern. And then we also have a chef coming to do a demonstration from Caribbean Jerk Cuisine.
Okay.
Yes.
So are any things going to be new that you guys haven't done in prior years?
Yeah, this year we've signed on with Orvis, and they're for the avid fishermen out there, they have some fly fishing demonstrations that they'll do. And so you'll want to check that out as well. And then again, back we have the Litter Trashes Everyone puppet show for your kids. So yeah, you have to check those out as well.
You just answered one of my questions. I was going to say, is this the kind of thing that you need to bring your family to?
Absolutely.
Or what you think?
And we also highly recommend that you check our schedule out. It's conwayalive.com. And as I said, it is an action-packed day. So there's certain things that you don't want to miss. So you're going to want to schedule your day ahead of time so you make sure you hit all the high spots of your interest.
Yeah, and there's going to be some art too as well, right?
Yes, we have some local artists signed on, and they'll do a quick draw event. So they'll actually do the entire piece on site within a few hours.
There's a lot to see.
There's a lot to see, a lot to do. It's great things that explore everything to do with the great outdoors, and especially the Waccamaw River. If you want more information, please visit conwayalive.com. There's a full schedule of events, and you're going to want to check out the map, the schedule, and just plan your day accordingly.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this. Today, I'm hanging out at Myrtle Waves with Christina. Thanks for having me today.
Of course.
All right, for people that don't know about Myrtle Waves, which are very far and few between, but tell me what all you guys offer and why people should come here this summer.
Myrtle Waves is the best for everyone because we have something to do for everyone. We've got a brand new mat slide. We've got body slides. We have tube slides. We have 2 kids areas, a wave pool to sit and relax at, a lazy river to be lazy. Yeah. We've got a beer garden. I mean, we really have it all.
It's expanding all the time too.
Yes.
You guys are always adding new things and finding ways to entertain everybody, because this is the place where you can feel like a kid.
Absolutely. You go and jump on Rock and Ray.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you got to come in your bathing suit next time, and we're gonna go on
Yes,
it.
I feel bad that I didn't wear my bathing suit, but I did not want to get my hair wet today. That's okay. Tell me about the cabanas and places to actually stay dry here as well.
The cabanas are a fan favorite because you can rent it out, hang out, have a good meeting spot for the day. It comes with some goodies. You get your own lounge chairs, a locker with a lock to put all your stuff in. And it's just a good meeting area if you want to have lunch with your whole family. You meet there, and then everybody just goes back out into the park.
Yeah. And you can have a party here, which is, I mean,
Yes.
truly memory making.
Yes. Birthday parties, we have held birthday parties at this park for adults and of course for kids. So any age, we will have a birthday party for you. We will sing happy birthday and cut cake with you. It's the best.
Cute. Love it. It's so cool to be here today, especially because I used to come here as a kid. So thank you for letting me hang out. If somebody wants to come to Myrtle Waves this summer, where can they buy tickets? What's the easiest way to do that?
Yeah, so you can always just show up day of, buy tickets on site, but for a little bit of a discount, you can purchase them on our website and do it in advance, and you can redeem them anytime through the summer.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Great to be here with you today and share something that is very important to us, and that's Project Golf. I'm Gary Shaw, and I want to share with you some enthusiasm I've got for the program since I was here with it when it started in 2018. We were a nonprofit given birth by our parent company, Golf Tourism Solutions, which has been driving golf in Myrtle Beach for 5 or 6 decades. And they looked up a couple of years ago and said, we are bringing a lot of people into Myrtle Beach. We call ourselves the golf capital of the world. From the Rust Belt all the way up into New England, out west, people are coming to Myrtle Beach. But they said, just a minute, we've kind of ignored this exploding metropolis of Myrtle Beach of residents, locals. So they said, why don't we let's find somebody that can run this nonprofit. We want to bring the game to our disabled veterans, our underserved youth, and the beginners. So we'll grow the game, and we'll take the game to these golfers. We'll try to remove barriers that are in the way of their playing, and the biggest one was access and instruction. So we started with our beginners, and then we morphed into working with a disabled veteran under a program subsidized by the PGA of America called PGA Hope. Hope is an acronym standing for Helping Our Patriots Everywhere. I was asked to start it up because I somewhat fit the mold. I'm a veteran and a PGA member, and I served as the PGA's president for a term back in the 90s. So we got started off, and we found out the VA was very cooperative. They were pipelining all the veterans to us, and in no time at all, our classes became full. We can teach about 20, 22 veterans at a time, men and women, all with disabilities, some passive, some very visible. And we feel like we're doing some good, and we're getting these veterans back into society, and they're doing a good job of engaging with other veterans to play golf. And we're finding the same thing with the beginners. And we haven't quite developed a full-fledged junior program, but we know that's going to be the case, where we'll remove barriers to their getting into the game. And the PGA told us when we started PGA Hope, if you're anything like the other chapters around the country, you're going to save lives. And I thought to myself, as the executive director, that's a bit of a stretch. How do you save lives through golf? And after these 5 years now, Angel and I will agree that we are saving lives. We hear it from the veterans, we hear it from the veteran's spouse, and we hear it from the veteran's family. So it's a great program. They're telling us how much at the end of the classes when they graduate after 6 weeks, what value it has to them, and that value is engagement with family and community. So we feel real good about it. And I would throw in on the statistics, the metrics from the PGA of America is that there are about 160 chapters in the country, and the Carolinas leads the country in registrations and graduations, and Myrtle Beach leads the Carolinas. So we're real happy about the visibility we've received. And as a nonprofit, of course, our goal is to seek funding. So that's our next real initiative, is to turn up the heat on getting donations.
So as Gary was saying, the impact that we're making on our community is huge. We're creating a community of golfers, and our golfers are overcoming obstacles, improving their social, mental, and physical well-being. You know, with 22 veterans committing suicide each day, golf has changed their life, and in some cases, it's saved their lives. You know, some of them struggle 7 days a week, but for those 2 hours a day, they're coming out here and they're not thinking about those struggles. And because we're helping them with their abilities, and they're forgetting about their disabilities. And so if you guys would like to help us, please visit us at projectgolf.org and learn a little bit more about what we do and how you can support.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.